enough different things.
Hey guys!
Hello there.
Welcome to the show. Happy Friday.
It is Friday.
It is Friday. Exactly. We have a live studio audience today. We've got Missy and then Dave. I knew, and I thought that, and I was like, but I'm going to say it, and it's going to be wrong. We've got Missy and Dave from Pennsylvania. They drove 1,000 miles out here to visit Springfield Leather to get a little tour of the place, so we did that this morning. And then to see Bass Pro, because while you're here, you might as well. I mean, if you're going to be in town.
Yeah.
So anyways, everybody say hi to Missy and Dave from Pennsylvania. They are sitting right here. So if we have any live studio questions, just feel free to ask. Alrighty. So Wednesday we started my advanced tooling class. Thank you very much, Denny. And so we are doing the field note journal. Denny has two options. If you do come to take his advanced tooling class, you can either do this field note journal or you can do a roper wallet that is one large design with 5 flowers.
6 flowers.
Six flowers.
Yes, 6 flowers.
Not just the 4. So it's really it's harder and there's more work.
Yeah,
so I did the easier one. But also because I didn't have time.
Hey, but this has the same features.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I got to the point, we did all of the beveling. We got up to beveling. We got everything beveled on Wednesday. And now we're just going to, I started backgrounding this morning, and I've backgrounded about half of it because I figured you guys didn't need to watch me background the whole thing, and I'd rather you see us get a little bit farther than that.
Yeah, I agree.
So we are to backgrounding. Denny is using...
I did the same thing.
Yep, he sure did.
You're using a bar grounder,
I am.
which is a little bit different. Now, you guys, if you're wanting to use a bar grounder, it's a little different animal than just a matte back grounder. You have to be kind of consistent with it.
He's a different critter.
Huh?
I said he's a different critter.
A different critter, yeah. But Liz will show you as she goes along because Liz is doing very well, very well. The matte back grounder, you just kind of go helter-skelter, just cover the area.
Yeah, so in your class, you use the 888. 888.
Yes.
Yeah, the 888. And I am using a Berry King. What size?
Size 40.
Size 40.
Yeah.
On mine. So I've got the 3 set here. I've got a 6, a 5, and a 3.
A 7, a 5, and a 3, I believe.
7, a 5, and a 3. Odd numbers.
When I go, I'm going to get a 9.
Oh.
We need a 9.
We need a 9. We're going to add that to our list of Berry King tools that we will pick up in Sheridan next year.
Yeah.
I could get them in WISA, but if you want to shop yourself, I'll let you shop yourself.
If you think about it.
Okay. The bright, shiny booth. He has the brightest, shiniest booth.
Time.
That man has like 15 LED lights, and they're all shining on like these silver tools and these little leather holders, and it's like blinding. It's like you're walking into heaven, which for a lot of us it is because it's a Berry King booth. So I think he does that on purpose.
Yeah, probably.
All right, to backgrounding.
Okay, yeah, we'll just finish this. Backgrounding is pretty straightforward, like other than the bar grounder.
Other than this one, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, but we'll finish this.
All right, and then once again, everybody, just don't judge me too much, like, or
Judgment-free zone.
Or if you want to judge me, just keep it to yourself.
Judge me in your own mind.
Anybody got any great plans for this weekend?
Don't.
Denny's do you have any classes tomorrow?
Yes, I have a class tomorrow.
Oh.
And
Could probably just faint.
actually, we're getting ready to go on our trip.
You are. Have you decided what you're doing yet?
Well, yeah, we're still.
Are you going to Vegas?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are. I haven't called him yet, but I need to. We haven't made any definite date plans yet. When we're going to be where.
I don't think you've ever done that.
Well, that's hard for me because every road we see, she says, let's go down that road and see where that goes.
And you say, Mary June, if we go down that road, can't go down the other roads.
She says, well, that's okay. That's her attitude.
She's pretty easy to get along with.
Yeah. But anyway, we are planning the Grand Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
I want to spend some time in New Mexico. I love New Mexico, especially northern New Mexico,
Yeah.
around Raton. Raton, New Mexico is like 25 or 30 miles from Trinidad, Colorado. You go up over the pass and you're in Trinidad, Colorado. But there's also a little state park. It's called Sugar Eat.
Sugar?
Sugar Eat. I thought it was Sugarite for a long time, but they
Like a rock? Like a sugarite?
Yeah, they informed me differently. It's a really neat little park. It's got 3 lakes in it and all sorts of places to hike around.
Well, that's fun. All right. For those of you that like to try to catch Denny in the wild, he did buy a new truck. So you're looking for a white truck this time.
Do people do that?
Well, you had that
They
one
come
fella.
after me.
You had that one fella in wasn't it Oklahoma?
In Oklahoma, yeah.
Yeah, he was
shot
like,
up.
"Hey, wait a minute."
He hollered.
Although I'm not sure how he knew. Maybe he saw you,
He saw me.
and then
yeah.
it was a Missouri
Well,
license
he
plate.
said
it?
he said he was
Yeah,
out in the
Denny.
parking lot. So
Dean wants a really good close up, so we're gonna get it right here.
All
But
right.
you're gonna have to give me just a second until I can get it all set. We're gonna get
Uh,
as close as
I
possible.
just finished the last area.
Well, you're gonna have to find a new area to just pretend like you're tooling, I suppose.
Okay, I will. I'll show him.
You want to hit 3 on that little thing? Is that shooting it?
Yep.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
Dean, when I use this matte backgrounder, I'm gonna pick this area right here. I usually go around the perimeter. The matte backgrounder has a pointed end and a little blunt end. And the pointed end, of course, is to get up in these little tight corners.
But now your fingers are in the way.
Is it still?
No,
So
okay.
I'll just go around the perimeter, turn it however I need to turn it. Then I'll come back around this other edge. It's already done, as you can see. But then when I get to the middle, the part that fills in, just kind of go helter-skelter. If you try and make this symmetrical, you'll never succeed. So just go helter-skelter and it looks better. It's kind of a rustic stamp.
Yeah, that may be as close as I can get.
All right, Tony.
All right, let's see what Liz is doing.
Everybody, hold on to your
Liz
boots.
is doing very, very well. That's good. That's a good picture. Yeah, let's see here. Let me see if I can find this area that she's at.
Okay. Don't move.
Hold still, Tony.
Well, I'm trying to figure out where you.
All right.
Let me
This
look
area.
At
This
you look
area,
at the leather work. There you
this
go,
area
right in front of you.
here. Let me see your bar grounder. See, she started right here and just went across. And if you take an area like this that's not rectangular, you need to fan it across. You don't want to go across this way because you can't. So you just fan your tool
Yeah,
across.
this one is pretty good. They can just kind of barely see it.
This one, she could have started up here and kind of fanned this way and then fanned down.
Mm-hmm.
But the way she did it looks great. So the main thing you want to think about with a bar grounder is don't ever change directions in the middle of an area. You always want to fan across to a new direction.
You want to hit 1?
Hey, Dick.
There you-
Perfect.
All right. Otherwise, we'll make people dizzy.
Hold on, Denny. I'm getting close. I think you had a little bit more done than I did.
Pretty close.
Okay, so I do actually have a question about this situation because I think this is background, but then I don't know what happened here.
That's a little background area.
Right, this right here?
Yes, that little area.
And then is this just the end of this
Well,
one little
yeah,
thing?
it kind of dies right here.
Okay.
Underneath that.
Okay,
pedal.
that's fine. As long as it's dead, we'll go with it.
And the reason she has 3 different bar grounding tools is for smaller areas, because when you have like that 7-seed bar grounder that she has right now, it's too long to fit in a really tight area, so she switches to the 5 or the 3-seed. The 3-seed's about as small as you'll ever need. If you get into an area that's smaller than that, just don't background it.
Just call it a day.
Or stab it once with a stylus and call that backgrounded.
Find your smallest cedar.
Yeah. Very nice.
All right. Oh, I got one more spot right here. They probably can't see that, but that's okay.
One more right there. Very nice. Very nice.
All righty.
Okay. Next step, after we have done our background, we're going to use our thumbprint.
Okay.
So we need to wet our leather a little bit. The thumbprint,
More water.
the thumbprint moves a lot of leather. It's got a pretty broad face on it, so we need the leather a little bit softer.
Even though we're just tooling half of this, we're still wetting the whole thing.
That's right.
Because water lines. I think that's
We're going to use a thumbprint right now. If you want to, like an overhead, can you do that?
What do you want?
An overhead?
There you go.
This is the thumbprint right here. It does basically the same job that a pear shader does, only it does it differently.
okay.
Because your pear shader is domed side to side and front to back.
Mm-hmm.
And the thumbprint is just domed side to side. It's pretty straight across front and back. And it's a lot narrower, so it does a little bit different job. But we're going to start with our flower. That's where I always start with every tool.
Yeah.
The flower. And I'm going to use the big end of this tool.
Okay.
And I'm going to start a little ways away from the tip of this flower. But when I come around, I'm going to turn this so that if I followed through with that tool, I would end up right at the dead center of the flower.
Okay. Can you hang on just a second before you do the next one? Hold on, guys.
Go like you're gonna go again, Denny. I may have to use this other camera. All right,
Hang on, you guys.
He's got to put one lens on one thing and one lens on the other thing.
I need to buy another zoom, a longer zoom lens, but all right, see what that looks like.
Ready?
I hope so.
Okay.
Nope. It's all white.
Yeah. Well, I can't make
Oh,
a mistake
perfect.
that way.
There you go. How about
Okay,
that?
you're good.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to start a little ways away from the tip. And I'm just going a little ways. I'm not going all the way to the center. A little ways away from the tip.
And just get a little curve in there.
Yeah, just a little, just to give it a little style.
Yeah, because straight lines are no fun, and these leaves are a little curvy.
Yeah. So I'm going to do the same thing with this. You can do the same thing with your flower.
Okay.
And this tool, you want to hit it hard enough where you make a nice deep burnish. Because this is something that really adds some character to your flower.
I got one done.
That looks great. Great. Looks better than mine, so don't look at mine, look at hers.
But just probably that one.
Yeah. And this tool, you also want to tip it. You never want to make the impression of the whole tool. You just one end or the other is all you're trying to use.
I always try to make an impression everywhere I go.
Yeah. And you do, Tony. You do.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's a good one though.
Yeah, good, bad, or otherwise. It's an impression. Good. And notice how she just kind of fades that out. She'll start with a nice deep burnish and just fade it out where it just kind of disappears. That's another reason that you tip that tool, because you want it just to fade away. This is the first time you've used a thumbprint, is it not? Or is it?
No, I think I used one on my second, on my last, I think I have one at home, and so I think I used one whenever I went home, because we didn't use these in the first class, right?
Right.
We used a pear shader.
Yes.
Tim Worley is, it's hard to stay. He's very zoomed in right here, so I don't see if I can get it.
Yours is, I believe, a 702. I don't know. We'll have to look in a minute. Mine's a Berry King, so we can't give him a number on it. It doesn't
Denny's
have one.
fancy.
It's just basically the same exact tool, though. All right, you got that?
Yeah, I got this.
Okay, let's go to our leaves. Okay, now on our leaves, I'm gonna turn
861. 861.
yes.
Can you just point to what you're going to be doing first?
Maybe
on the overhead
I'm gonna
camera
be
so your
doing
hands are out of the
this leaf right here.
Yeah. You're going to have to talk more than that about what you're getting ready to do.
I'm getting ready to thumbprint this leaf.
Okay. Cool. What else can you tell us about it?
Well, on the flower petals, we stayed a little ways away from the edge. This one, we're gonna actually, this particular style of leaf, we're gonna actually go out and pinch the edge of this leaf. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
And you also want to make sure you aren't perpendicular to the leaf stem. You want to be facing up, you want to angle it up towards the top of the leaf. The more angled you get, the finer it will look. But I'm just going to go up like this. You don't have to hit it real hard on this. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to start up, since this leaf dies underneath this flower.
Am I starting with the skinny end or the fat end?
The skinny end.
All right.
But remember to just a lot of angle up towards the top of that leaf.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing that, I'm going to turn around and do this other leaf. I'm going to do it the same way. Go out and just pinch over the edge. Where it dies underneath this this sticker, this chicken neck, I'm just going to give it kind of just an impression that it's coming out from under that. Very good. Very good.
All right. I'll do the same thing.
Yes.
Over
Same
here.
thing over there.
Oh, he's going this way. All right.
Yes.
This way.
Yes.
All right.
The top is facing away from you. Just give it the impression that it's coming out from under that, because you aren't really right on the edge.
I feel like you're Bob Ross right now whispering at me.
Well, okay, I wasn't I?
You were. It's great.
But the more angle you have, the better, the more natural it'll make it look.
Mm-hmm.
Even more. There you go. More than you think you should. Very good. Very good.
Yay.
Okay. Now we're done with that.
Okay.
Now we've got one little fold over here.
Okay.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
No, we've got two.
Yep, we got the two. We have
Okay.
this one and this one.
So I'm going to use the fat end because I can get it in here. Use whichever end tool you can get in that feature. But I'm just going to give it a little bit. Just like that.
Start with my fat end.
A little closer to the corner.
Like this.
Yeah. kinda
Okay.
Like that. Very good. Very good. Don't do
Okay.
any more.
No more.
You could, but you've stopped in a
And
good
then on
place.
this one, I just need to kind of.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's good.
Okay.
Okay, now we're we're going to proceed to these chicken necks.
Okay.
and use whichever end of the tool is appropriate. If it's a real thin one, you'll need to use the pointed end.
Okay.
But I'm just going to start and do every one.
Oh, hey,
And you don't want to overdo these.
There's this little guy here. Or is he good?
Oh, no, that needs it too.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
We missed a foldover. Probably
Oh.
with the skinny end, yeah?
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably the skinny end for you. And another thing, we've got several flower buds in this. So let me mark these, and you watch what I'm marking. Marking that one.
Okay, so that's a bud.
That one.
That's a bud.
That one.
That's a bud.
I think that's all the flower buds. So we don't want to do anything to those with our
All right.
thumbprint.
So
But we
this
want to do
guy.
all the other ones other than the stems,
Guy.
of course.
And this guy. Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to start around the circle right on the outside of each flower. Go all the way around. And you don't want to overdo these. A little bit goes a long way. I'm going to change to the thin end for this one. And they make different sizes of these thumbprints too. But
You're just starting out.
yeah,
Use what
most
you got.
people just have one, so that's what we'll use. Okay, got that. Now the only place I've got is right there. Okay. The thumbprint is where your pattern really starts to take shape and have a little bit of what do I call it?
What?
It starts to look more natural, like an actual.
It starts to come to life.
Yeah, there you go. It's alive.
Razor blade show up.
Hey, Razor.
It's been a minute.
Well, he says it's the middle of the night, so.
Well, yeah.
Sorry you couldn't sleep tonight.
How's the boat? Maybe that's where you should go on your trip, Denny.
Pardon me?
You should go there on your trip.
Denny already has a thing. He could go to New Zealand, but he doesn't want to go to New Zealand, which I think is ridiculous. So I will go for you.
I would like to go to Australia. I always thought that would be neat. Get lost in the outback and
I'm not sure that would be
bitten by all sorts of venomous snakes. And
That's a weird dream, Denny.
done with my hair shader or thumbprint.
I don't like it when you stop making noise because then everybody can just listen to my noise and it's not very good.
Yeah,
Plus, you're not in picture anymore. It's just on you.
Cool.
but you're doing well. You're doing well.
This is the one I struggle with.
Be a little more emphatic. There you go.
Do I do it here?
Yeah, I would give that a little shot.
Give it a shot. This one a shot. Ooh. Well, that's all right. We're gonna go with it.
It is. That's fine.
Razor Blade's just bought some land. He's got some outback of his own now.
All right.
Anything else?
That looks good.
All right.
Looks good. Okay, next we're going to do our liners, and we'll start with it. Let's start with our leaf liner.
Okay.
And our leaf liner is a little tool that looks like this.
What's our number on him, Denny?
PB016.
Good job.
Okay. Now this tool has lines on it, and it has two separate angles. So we want to put it on we're going to use it on our leaves because it's called a leaf liner.
Okay.
That's a dead giveaway. So, but we want these lines to be facing towards the top of the leaf. So this is actually a beveler, but what it's doing is laying the shoulder of what we've already beveled, laying
Okay.
it back a little more. Plus, it's making a little ridge between it and your thumbprint.
So like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But see what it did there? It made that ridge. I don't know if you can see that.
This ridge right here.
Yeah, that's called a Sheridan Ridge.
A Sheridan Ridge.
Yes, that's the actual name of that.
Welcome to Wyoming.
What you've made there. Well, this is an Ozark Hillbilly Sheridan Ridge. You want to do that on each side of both leaves.
Does it matter how much you lay it over? Do you not want to lay it over too much?
Not too much. See about how I did there?
Mm-hmm.
Because that makes that ridge real pronounced.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes it's hard to do that, but I got lucky right there.
Bye. You're welcome.
You guys leaving?
Thank you.
Take care.
Have a good rest of your trip.
Thank you. Thank you.
But those two leaves are the only place we're going to use this leaf liner. If we had some acanthus stumps and stuff in there, we would use the same tool on there, but we don't. So.
Gotcha. Your tooling sounds so much more confident than mine does.
Yours looks good. You did that one backwards,
I see that.
but you can redo it.
This way.
It's forgiving.
We'll have a crosshatch.
Yeah, that looks good.
And I did this one backwards too. Okay, so well, that's good. You can't go down the leaf. You always have to go up the leaf this way.
Yes. Well, you can start at the top and come down, but you got to have those lines facing the right direction. That's good.
All right.
That's good.
There we go.
Did you do that side?
Yeah, I did that one
You
right.
did that. Okay. All right. Now let's try something different. Usually, I would start with my my flower center liner next and go around my flower centers,
Uh-huh.
and then after I'm done with that, then I will use a veiner and vein each of my petals, and then I will reset the flower center. But let's try and reset our flower center right now.
Okay.
So, because I've been thinking about this. I'm thinking I might change my MO here.
Oh. You have to get with Tony and make sure that he updates your information.
If this works out. This is a spearmint, you guys.
Oh, Chevy, we're making a spearmint.
Okay, very good. Now, let's take we each got a straight veiner. Yours is a number V715, and mine is something similar. That's it.
This one? Okay.
And I'm going to go right up against this flower center, right on the outside edge of this flower petal. See what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do that on all four of these petals. We're just adding a little depth to our flower center here. And this is a tool, you don't want to hold it straight up and down. You always tip a veiner. You never use the whole tool. I am. Am I back on the map?
Tony's coming to find you.
Search for you in the outback. 1,000 miles
Very
one
nice.
way.
Very
Just-
nice.
Just to come to Springfield, Maryland.
Wow. Okay. Now, let's take our flower center liner.
Okay,
This is our flower center liner.
nice. It is a PB020-1.
Yeah. And it's got a flat end and a round end. We'll use the flat end. And we're going to use it just like a beveler. But like when we used our leaf liner, what we're doing is laying the shoulder of that bevel that's already there. See, this flower center has a built-in beveler on it.
Mm-hmm.
The shoulder of it actually creates a bevel. But we're going to lay that back further with this tool. So we want to go right on the edge of those
Dots.
little dots, those little seeds. You want to be perpendicular to your,
You're giving that a good whack.
yeah, you want to. Make it burnish nicely. We might have to go around with our banger one more time after this. See, we're experimenting here, you guys. I think I'm gonna go around with the veiner after I get done. This is kind of leaving an impression of the end of my tool here, but
Mhm.
I'm going to show you in a little bit here. We're going to get rid of that. Kind of painstaking to go around those little seeds, but this is what really makes a difference. Okay, put that up and get my veiner back out. Because I covered them up when I.
We'll go to the overhead after this and we'll show everybody where we're at. Hey, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
You know, actually, Denny, I was chewing spearmint gum. Yeah.
Good. Good. We could call this the SLC Spearmint Station.
I like that.
It's the inspiration station.
Okay, that's good too.
Are you done with what you're doing there?
I'm done. I'm done with what I'm doing for the moment.
All right, let's see where we're at.
Here, we'll show you Denny's.
But it just kind of flares around the center of that flower. And then I went back with that veiner and re-accentuated those vein marks. But if you will notice, mine especially, it shows the end of my tool marks, but we're about to get rid of that.
Yeah, I didn't show my. I think I angled mine a little bit more than you did.
Yeah. But we're going to take our camouflage tool.
Okay.
And this is a number C830.
Sure is.
And we're going to go on each leaf petal or each flower petal. Oh, just for the sake of being precise, a 1/4 inch away from the flower center.
Okay.
And I'm just
on your flowers.
He really doesn't want to go away.
Okay.
He's dead. All right. Now I'm gonna go like this and this. See, those tool marks disappeared when I did that. This is what I call stutter marks, because I'm just kind of stuttering this camouflage up the flower leaf, and it just adds a little texture to the flower petal. Just kind of fade them away where the last one is just barely visible.
Liz, did you reset your flower center?
Yeah, but we'll have to do it one more time, I think, right?
Yeah, let's do.
Okay.
Well,
Because
thanks for the
my
follow-along.
experiment wasn't successful. Good. You're
You're great at stuttering, Liz.
you're a good setter.
Flower center?
Okay. Yeah. Now let's
Okay.
reset this flower center. Very nice.
See my stutters.
Yeah. Looks good. Looks very good.
I probably should have put that tool maybe a little bit closer to the bubbles.
Yeah, that's one reason I was thinking maybe reset the flower center first and then go around it, but to avoid that. But it's hard to do that. So, and once you've got there, it looks fine. I mean, like I was telling you earlier, you're looking at a pretty small picture right now.
Yeah.
When you just look at that,
An antique really does cover
oh
a
yeah,
multitude of scents. So
yes,
And we're also looking very, very close at it whenever you hold it up there.
yeah, yeah. Okay, now you've got another veiner in your little tool bag.
Yep.
It's got a little fluted veiner, and mine's a little different than yours. So yours is a PV0. Is that an 80?
yes. Oh no, 030.
PV030.
This guy.
And what we're going to do with it, we're going to finish out our flower stems.
Okay.
And our leaves. So I'm going to, right here, I'm going to make an imaginary point. I'm going to make it real so you can see it. But just, if you're doing it at home and don't want to make this point, just imagine a center point in that flower stem. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. But I'm going to start right up against this flower petal, right at the edge of this stem, and aim right towards that little point. Now I'm going to move it a little bit, but get right up against this flower petal and still aim at that point. So in essence, what I'm going to do is just fan across this. You've got to aim at that point every time, and you've got to move it just a little bit every time. And then again, don't use the whole tool. You're tipping this tool, just using the front end of it. See, can you see?
What are you trying to see? You want me to come out a little bit? Or
We need to be up here.
All right, I'm going.
Yeah.
Right there.
But see how that just fans across there rather than just moving straight across that stem?
So he's gonna do this and he's gonna do it down here too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you.
So am I. I'm gonna make my non-imaginary line somewhere around here.
Yeah, you're making a point.
Don't make a line, make a point. Did you know that we finally have the Denny Low Basic 8 stamping tool set
Is
ready
it
to roll?
done?
Got all parts of it?
We got all the parts.
All right.
Finally have something to offer. But I think there's a couple extra tools that aren't in this set for this advanced class.
Yes. I think there's 1, 2, 3. 6 or 7 more tools. There's
Yeah,
about
'cause this set
twice as many.
This set has the flower center, the camouflage, Vayner, mule foot, beveler, the 888 backgrounder, and a pear shader.
Yeah, that's the novice set, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, and you opposed yours, and that's fine.
Oh, right. I did that last time
Yeah,
too.
but that's fine. That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. You did it well.
Okay.
What did you
Okay.
do, Liz?
I did mine opposing where they come together,
In
and
the
Denny
center?
just does the same all the
I don't
way.
know if you can see them both together.
So Denny does his the same way, and I opposed mine coming from right and then to the left. I remember I did that at the other class too.
Well, and that's fine. You know, this stuff you can do it 100 different ways,
Yeah.
as long as you make it look good, and you did.
Thanks.
You did.
All right.
Okay, let's same Vayner. Let's go to our leaves now.
Okay.
And I'm going to start at the bottom of the leaves, and we're going to angle up towards the top again, just like when
Okay. Maybe
just
show.
like,
Can you show them like that a little bit?
yeah.
Okay.
Can they see that?
I think so.
Okay. There's no set rule as to how close together to put these, but just try to be symmetrical. Put them about the same distance apart. Angle them up towards the top of the leaf. Do each side. I'm kind of going to try and mirror the other side.
So what we're doing here in this class, Denny does in his classes. So this weekend you only have one gentleman that's there,
Yes.
going to be there with you.
Yes,
So how interactive are you going to be with him?
just like this.
Going to be right with
Just
you.
like this.
You're going to be sitting right next to him and watching him. Do you tool along, or you just watch what he's doing?
You tool on a little bit.
Yes, the novice class, I always tool the first coaster with them, so
Yeah.
they can see how I use each tool and what each tool does.
So if you were doing this guy and he said his vein or opposing, would you said something to him? Be like, oh
Yeah, I would have mentioned it, but I would have said about the same thing. As long as you make it look good, that's fine.
I'm not here to piss you off. I'm here to make you get better.
That's right. That's right.
There's 2 ways to skin a cat, and probably more.
Probably more.
You could probably skin a cat with a spoon if you wanted to, but it'd
Yeah.
take a long time.
And this, on these leaves that we're doing, we've got the veiner going this way. We could also go this way, and that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as you do it the same. And you know, it's a matter of taste, whatever you like the looks of.
Welcome back, Ron.
Okay.
Okay.
I think. Oh, now our little flower buds, and you do want to oppose these,
Okay.
the flower buds, and I'm just going to get right at
Oh,
this.
oh, oh.
Can you get
Right there.
I'm going to get right at the center of this little flower bud. Go like that. Then I'm going to move a little way and go like that. Then I'm going to try and turn around, stay in the right position,
Mhm.
and oppose that.
So you're starting at the little point,
Yeah.
kind of working your way down.
Just, yeah.
really creating the curve of your bud?
The curve of your bud.
Your
That's
bud
right.
curve.
Bud curve. Okay. I'm going to do, there's 3 flower buds here. I'm going to do all 3 of them just like that. And flower buds, I guess they're a good fill-in feature when I'm drawing a pattern. You know, there's a spot here that didn't have anything, so I put a flower bud there.
Something besides a chicken neck.
Yeah,
They can look a little bit different.
yeah.
Sorry. I know how Denny feels now.
How's that?
This is hard to do. on camera.
On camera, yes. Keep in sync.
Especially when I'm trying to get really close-up shots.
Yeah, you don't have
Far
far to.
small area to work in.
Looks good. Very nice.
This is my favorite one.
You got good buds.
Thanks.
Very good buds.
Okay.
They look like they're ready to blossom.
So we just did this guy, and this guy.
Job, Liz.
Thanks, Tony. Okay.
Okay, one thing I forgot. We've got to get our flower center liner again.
Okay. I got it.
And these foldovers.
Yep. Perfect.
We're going to get right up here, and we're going to use this as
All
a
right.
beveler.
Underneath.
That's what makes that look hollow underneath. Can you see? Yeah, that's a pretty good shot of it.
Yeah, thanks.
I said that just for you, Tony.
I appreciate you. You gotta knock your ducks down. I bet that's what they call it.
What?
Knock your nook down.
Yeah, knock your nook down.
Uh-oh, you ran off camera. Michael says, now do it by trying to hold the tool with your feet. Because, he is.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
swinging with one arm and holding the tool.
I think I'm going to pass, but I would love for you to come and show me how to do that.
Yeah.
Listen, Michael, we're not pretending that we're not very lucky right now. All right.
That's a great one.
Thanks.
We got one.
Show your knockdown nooks.
Hold on, I have one more nook to knock.
Okay, knock that nook.
Very good.
All right.
Nice technique.
Thanks, Denny. All right, so we knocked down our nooks. Everybody see nook knocked, and nook knocked. All right.
This is a living.
You want to see Denny's nooks?
A living language.
Is there probably? So you got this one. This one. Okay.
Okay. Next tool will be our little mule's foot.
Yes, sir. This is one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, this is what is it? A V851?
A PU080.
Okay, good enough. Or a small mule's foot, whatever you've got, as long as it's a small mule's foot.
Get yourself a small foot, not a big foot.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do this to each
I bet
flower
you could find
stem.
a Bigfoot if you tried.
Okay, first rule of thumb, we're gonna mule's foot down the stem.
It's the first rule of foot.
First rule of foot. We're gonna walk. This little mule is gonna trot down the stem from the end of our little vein marks, and each one is gonna be successively lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I always do like 8 or 10 of them. The number doesn't matter, but put them pretty close together. I don't know if you heard that, but each one got successively lighter where it just faded off. The mule just rides off into the distance, into the sunset. We're going to do that on each flower stem.
I'm glad you came and visited us, Ron. This is called walking the mule.
Walking the mule, that's right. Giving a little exercise.
How many
That
tools
looks
are?
good. Looks good.
Okay.
What's the little thing for the advanced?
Now let's go to we've got one leaf stem that shows, and it would be right here. But I'm going to start right at the bottom of this mark.
That little crux.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crux. Huh?
The crux.
And I just do 4 or 5 there. That's good.
Okay, I did more because you had a lot of them.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
find
and
my
it doesn't
little
matter.
crux here. No.
This crux.
Okay. Sometimes I fall into my beveling. It's hard to stay on the ridge.
Well, Jackie was talking that she was glad to see that we had clipped the border around it because she would hit the border every now and then a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like folded down just to.
Absolutely, Jackie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh was asking about the tool set, the 20-piece tool set that's online. But if you do the novice tool set that I put in there, there's only a few more tools to get on it. I will send you. I'm going to send a link in the chat right now of where to see the flyer that Denny has, and it has all the tools listed in there.
Yeah.
Carry on, Denny.
You'll need all the ones for the novice set, plus I think there's 7 more in the advanced set. Okay, we're done with our tooling, just about. Now we're ready for our decorative cuts.
Okay. I think we have 7 bathrooms.
What?
It's a Dean question. You guys want to see our mules' feet? They like it when we show us our progress. Oh look, we could do that, and then we both fit.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, hold on. There's first aid and bathrooms.
Oh, this is our building, but that's not important right now. Okay, next.
Okay. Now then, decorative cuts are a matter of taste. The main thing to remember about a decorative cut, you always start pretty deep. You slice into the leather. You don't just stab it. You slice into the leather deep, and you always do them on a slight arc.
Okay.
They're never just a straight cut. And as soon as you start your cut, you start to lighten up.
Okay.
Fade them out into a hairline. So I'm gonna do this on this flower. I'm gonna start pretty deep and end up in a hairline. Plus the fact you remember the flow of your flower.
Flow.
Everything wants to follow through
Hey,
right to
Robert.
the center of that flower.
Hang on before you slow down on your decorative cuts here, Denny. Good. For a second. Hang on. Since we're now back with a swivel knife, I have to switch the cameras back to the other people. So just talk amongst yourself while you don't swivel knife.
What do you want to talk about?
I wanted to practice my swivel knifing.
Okay.
I feel like. Mary, are you out there? Can I practice on your brand? Look, we found one of our customers. Her name is Mary Fredrickson, and
Oh, very nice.
we got her a brand.
Very nice.
It's a whoopsie M, but it's fun. It's like a new M.
Flagrant M.
Flagrant.
All right. Am I ready now?
You're good to go now.
Okay. Now I'm going to slice into this leather and immediately lighten up. I'm on an arc. Slice into it. Immediately lighten up. If you just stop bluntly, it looks like you just stopped bluntly.
It is. I'm not getting a very good cut, so I feel like I'm a little dry.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a little moisture in it. And the thing about decorative cuts, you don't want to just kind of hack and stab at them. You don't want to just take a swipe. You want to be definite about each one that you make.
Yeah, because if you're not definite, it doesn't ever come out well.
Yeah, and plus a lot of times you're going through a thumbprint mark or something else, and it'll want to take a path of its own, and you're the only one that can make it not do that. You got to make it go the direction you want to go.
No hack and stack.
Yeah, so Tessa was saying she's been told to find my style, and that comes through on the decorative cuts. But what if I don't fully know what my style is?
Then it doesn't matter.
Or just more practice. The
Yeah.
more you do it, the more you'll figure out your style.
Yeah. The way to figure out how to do stuff is to watch other people do it, and look at pictures of other people's work. Get online and look up leather carving, and look at everything you can look at and see what you like and what you don't like, and try to emulate that. Okay, I've gone around each flower petal from the tip in towards the center. Now I'm going to go from the center out towards the tip with just a couple. Just to add a little.
Even on these cuts, there is an arc to it. You don't want them to be straight. None of them should be straight.
Right.
I wouldn't say. I mean, I guess you could make them looking like a question mark, but that's a pretty good arc.
Well, everyone does them a little bit different. So
every now and then, Denny, you'll even put a decorative cut down your mule track.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go down each flower stem, right down the center of the racetrack.
Where you walk the mule.
Yeah.
I'll say if you haven't done decorative cuts recently, before you just do your project, just grab a piece of leather. Just grab a piece of scrap and just start cutting.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't had your swivel knife out in a few days, before you just start going, especially if you're new at it, just grab another piece of leather.
Just the main thing is cut them on an arc, start deep and end up very lightly, and follow the flow of whatever feature it is you're on. There are 1,000 different types of cuts you can make.
The only wrong way to do this is not do it.
That's good, Tony. You need to be writing a book.
Isaac's writing a book about me. He couldn't decide whether it's a book to sell or a book for HR.
I was literally thinking about that last night.
Yeah, trying to figure out how to hide the live shopping video yesterday
How to hide it?
on Facebook. It's a little wild and crazy sometimes.
I tell you what, I love watching Kevin make decorative cuts. Whenever we took the beginner's class, he came over and he carved his little bird, and that's all. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of decorative cuts, and
basically finger carving.
Yeah.
Jim Linnell is another excellent finish cutter. Is that a good word?
Finish cutter? Sure.
Okay, now what, I'm gonna do one more thing on these foldovers. I'm just gonna
Tony. Sorry, what am I doing?
Denny.
foldovers.
Sorry, I was typing.
I'm just gonna kind of scratch through them a little bit just to add a little texture.
Add you a little texture there so that the antique will pick up a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah?
right.
Make your shaded area a little more shady.
Cut those nooks that we knocked.
After you're done knocking your nooks, you need to cut them. Denny, who was the guy that was going to make you a 12-ounce mall?
That was Ed LaBar.
That was a weird question.
Well, I just Larry asked you.
Yeah. Yeah, Ed made me a 12 ounce. He made me this 15 ounce. They're both right here in front of us. And I forget what kind of wood either of them are. They're both beautiful.
I think they're from trees.
Tree wood,
Yeah,
yes.
tree wood.
Yes. I'm gonna wet mine up. One more little thing that we can do here.
All right. Was I supposed to put some mule's foots down here?
No. Then where?
Down here and here?
No. Oh, we can, yeah. I forgot about that. Let's do.
Okay.
You can put a mule's foot or you can make some decorative cuts. I'm gonna make some decorative cuts on mine.
Okay. Cut across.
Next week we're doing the other side, Liz.
Well, that wasn't the plan, but we can.
Yet to be determined.
Oh, maybe I can do the beginner's class and then I can do the advanced class on the other side.
There you go.
And Liz can run the cameras. It'll be an advanced session for Liz running the cameras.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Filming is such a fun thing to video, especially live.
Might need Justin here for
I'm
that.
gonna get I got my steps in today already. Yeah, the couple that was in here, they're like, you know, it seems fluid on video. We didn't understand how much running around there is to get this all done.
Hang on, Denny. Oh, I already.
I'm on.
He's hanging.
All right.
Went off camera there, Liz.
Looks good though, Liz.
Let's check out that step.
All right.
Looks good.
That's all right.
Let's do one more thing.
Okay.
See the flutes in between each of our marks on our leaf?
Mm-hmm.
Let's use our undershot. The last thing on here says clean up your undershots. And the only place we use an undershot on this part was these foldovers.
Okay.
But let's use it on
Hold
these
on.
little flutes.
Hang on, we're on the wrong side again.
Hurry up. Got me? Okay. I'm going to go right between each thumbprint
Oh,
mark.
right.
That's in your leaf
Yes.
swaps.
Yes. This will make the leaf look kind of frilly. Everyone likes a frilly leaf.
Good luck babysitting. Larry's not even turning wood, he's babysitting. And the phone keeps getting moved from his hand. Denny? Can you do any of this on camera?
Well, I can try.
Okay. Nope. There you go. Oh my lord.
There you go. You can come back to you. There you
I
go.
wasn't even close, was I?
No.
I'm done.
Okay, good job.
But see what that does? It kind of gives the leaf a fluted, frilly look.
We do see the after effect. We did not see the during.
How do you get it to go in so good?
Hold it straight up and down. You're kind of tipping it back.
Like this?
Yeah. That looks good. You aren't looking at it right yet.
Okay. I'm looking at it wrong.
You need to hold your mouth different, Liz. It'll look better.
All right, and you can't do it on this side because they're
No,
under.
you can't. That's exactly right.
Oh, right.
See, look at that. That looks good. What you
Yeah,
did there,
okay.
it does.
It does look okay. It's not bad.
Voila.
Dun, 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 dun.
You have graduated
I'm advanced.
second grade.
There she is.
Looks very nice. You can't tell the difference.
Who did what? I don't
We're
know.
the same person.
Yeah. You're a wonderful student.
Thanks, Denny.
Didn't have to go to the principal's office one time. Didn't tickle teacher's feet.
Oh,
My wife did that.
that's weird. Tell her don't do
Once
that.
she was in kindergarten, teacher made her sit under her desk because she wouldn't quit talking to people. So she tickled her feet.
Oh, I remember you telling me that. Maybe we did that on here. Yeah, I will look because I needed something for next Wednesday. I think I had a thing on Friday, but we could move it and we could just do the other side next
Yeah,
week.
work on the other side. Yeah.
Oh, what if we do Liz teaches Tony tooling and Denny runs the cameras?
Yeah.
We just mix
Why don't we
everybody's
do
job
that?
up. We just mix everybody up.
You've been wanting a reason to have new equipment, right?
Yeah, I needed to get a new lens.
Denny says, well, I'll break your old one. Sometimes sticking the tongue out helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. That was part something of advanced
It
tooling.
was part two.
Part two.
Actually, that's pretty good. We did this in 2 sessions.
We did.
You know, the actual class lasts, what, 6 hours?
Yeah, I mean, we only
So
did half of it.
Yeah.
So that's 2 hours.
Yeah.
Plus just a little bit of extra, like
Plus,
the background.
we were talking a lot, you
Yeah.
know.
We did do that. We talked a lot in my class
In
too.
class, you do that.
Will you heavily water the center when you mold the fold? Not on this because it's not.
No.
It's not that thick, so it doesn't need to be heavily. Like I guess you could wet it a little bit, but probably after you dye it and finish it. After you oil it,
Yeah.
it should fold pretty well for you. Like if this was 10 to 11 ounce leather, then I might say yes if it needed to be folded in half. But it's 4 to 5,
Yeah.
so it'll fold just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till it dries. If you're concerned about it, you can just dampen the inside there on the back of the spine. a
Yeah,
little
just
bit.
dampen. It doesn't need to be
Yeah.
No stuff
super
yet.
wet. Yeah. Isaac, did you get yours to lay down? Did you try that yet? What a lazy kid. All right. Well, hope everybody has a great weekend. If you are in Springfield and want to come check out our booth at Cider Days, Dan and some of our crew will be set up at Cider Days this weekend. I think he's got some cowhide rugs and some little stuff. Or you can come to the store on Saturday because, you know, we'll still be open.
I'll be here.
Denny will be
teaching
here.
class?
Yeah.
Beginner class?
Yes. Beginner's class.
Novice
Yeah.
class?
Novice. Yeah.
If somebody came in on Saturday morning, what time would they come? Would you let them sign up for?
If they wanted to come, I'll tell you what, if there's not more than 5 of you, get here by 9
By or before
and
9.
you're in.
And you can show up, bring $100 bill,
Yeah.
slide it across the table.
Yeah.
One Benjamin. Just bring one bit
One
with you.
bit.
One bit. You would have been. That's all. You don't need you on a friend if you would have been.
And I've got, if you need tools, I've got the tools to sell you available.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no September schedule because we don't even know what we're doing next week.
Yeah.
There is a September schedule. There is. It's just I had one day next week that I didn't have planned out, and I told Denny that we were going to do something, but maybe we'll just do this. So, alrighty, folks.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.